everyone, and welcome. I wanted to hop on today and talk a little bit about summer and about schedules and planners and tasks and chores and all that good stuff, because our summer schedule can be very busy and summer can get so out of hand. And if we don't have a plan and we don't have things in place, utter chaos just ensues. So I want to give you a couple pointers. I want to help you as much as possible to have an awesome summer. So there are two sets of parents, right? So there's the parents that work at home or work outside the home, and then the parents that don't work. So stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads. I want to talk to both sets. So as many of you know, I am in school, I am working, and I do have jobs. So I am both stay-at-home and working mom. Kent is a working dad, so he is working about 12 hours a day usually, sometimes more than that. So being that we are now a working family, things have changed a little bit for us than what it used to be. So the way it used to be in the past. So the way we like to do it is to have an easy thing that Kendall can look at every day, and she knows what she has to do for that day. So it used to be a little different. I don't have it anymore. I was looking for it so I could show you, but it was just a task sheet. I do have one that was on my computer that I keep and I print off, so I can print these off every day. So it's already canned as far as that goes for me. So I've already gone in there and I've already put Monday through Sunday in there, and what tasks, what chores, what things need to get done every day, and then I go in and edit as I need to and print that off every day for her. This is my month at a glance of what I need to have done. So the first thing that you would need to do is sit down and using is to create a list, right? So you have to create a list of what needs to get done, and then you need to break that list down. So get it out of your head. So put it on paper, put it in your computer, put it on your phone. I don't care where you're going to put it, but you got to put it somewhere. So you're going to get all of the ideas that you have out there. So you know, I need the laundry done, I need the hamper emptied, I need the beds made, I need the bathroom cleaned, whatever it is, daily, weekly, and then monthly. You need that written down. So then what you're going to do is you're going to task it to certain children. So I only have one child, therefore she only has her set of chores. That's all I can obviously give, unless somebody wants to give me their child so that I can, plop some more stuff off. But in the meantime, she just has the one set of chores. So for her, things don't change that much. She's gotten into a routine now, and as she's gotten older, she kind of knows. We've changed it up a little bit. If you have multiple children, you're going to have a daily list for them, so a task list. So maybe they have to make their bed, they need to clean their bathroom, they need to put their laundry in the hamper. Maybe weekly they bring the hamper to the laundry room. Maybe weekly they pick up dog poo. Maybe weekly they vacuum, they dust, whatever it is. You're going to have that all written out. And then monthly. So what are some of the things that monthly you like to have done? We have some house plants that it's a bi-weekly watering. I'll water them one time, and then Kendall will water them the other time. So that's her monthly thing that she does. And then monthly she has to clean her closet. So all the bottom of her closet and all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be tasks that you're going to have and chores that you're going to have that way. So what you need to do also is, by now, your summer schedule you should already have out. So you should already know, Susie goes to camp July 8th through 16, and Bobby's going to be at, soccer practice for this month or this week, whatever it is. You should know that by now. Tutoring these days, that kind of stuff. So that needs to go into your schedule. So now, however you're going to do this, you're going to have these things written down. So you're going to get all of their own schedule out. So each kid is going to have their own schedule, obviously, and you've got to have all that written down. the tasks that you're going to give them are going to be gauged on the activities that they have for those days. So, for instance, this is Kendall's task calendar. So this is this week. So if you see over here, these are her tasks that she has to complete on on the days. There are some days where there are no tasks. It is because she is busy, very busy that day. So I'm not going to give her too many tasks. She knows her daily things have to get done. So she has to make her bed, make sure her bathroom is clean, that kind of stuff. But her tasks are not there. Because I don't want her to get overwhelmed. I don't want her to get overloaded. So if your kid is going to 3 things in one day, maybe that is not the day to have them, do a self-cleaning of the bathroom, because it's just not going to get done. So, or done up to your expectations, which we're going to talk about that in a minute. So Kendall actually has her own planner. So it's literally a planner. And then what we do is we have the calendar, if I can get it open. So we have the calendar, and in the calendar in the beginning, it's going to show her month of June, and it's going to show all of the things that she has scheduled on those days. So she can look at that and know, okay, I have tutoring on Thursday the 6th, and I also have my horse lessons. And then on Friday, I go to the orthodontist. So she knows it's all in there so she can see this. So this is how we do it now with her. This just works better for her to have this tangibly. That worked out better than me printing something every day. That was getting wasteful, so we decided to do it this way. Now, it worked really well when Kendall was young to have one task list. So every day we would have it done for her. And I'm sorry, I'm looking for something really quick because I want to show you. Okay, I found it. So I bought these, and they are adhesive square label pockets. They were wonderful. You can print off the kids' tasks on here that you need them to do and stick this little pocket on whatever. So on Kendall's iPad, if I were to go get it right now, one of these is stuck on there. Did you do your chores? Did you do all your tasks? And did you do your reading, your homework, that kind of stuff? That's written on here, and she knows before she can even touch that iPad, those things need to be done. Because if we find out it's not, she's lost that iPad for a week. So these are wonderful. So just a thought. Let's see here. If the children are busy, the chores need to be less. Tailor them to each child. So I wrote some of the stuff down so I could remember. And I know some of you are going to have questions on when to start chores. So as far as I'm concerned, if they're able to walk and move around, they're able to have chores. Whether that's, wipe your crumbs up, or, it's bath time, go get your bath toys out. Time to take our clothes off. Let's go put them in the hamper. Clean up, pick up, cleaning up after themselves, that kind of stuff. Kendall knows. She picks up after herself. When you're done with a toy, you pick that toy up, you put that toy away, then you take something else out. And I'm not saying she's perfect, and trust me, there's a lot of reminders that have to happen, but that is something that is very important in this house, to keep things running smoothly, and then there's the follow through. So, in our house, what we like to say is who's the boss, and it's mommy and daddy. And it has always been my firm belief that I want to raise an adult. So I want to raise somebody that's going to be a great member of society, that's going to be able to live on their own, that's going to be an excellent employee or boss someday. And in order to do that, I need to make sure that she knows that there's consequences to your actions and there's expectations, right? So mommy and daddy are the boss, and we have expectations. When you have your own house, you can clean your bathroom however you want. You can dust however you want. You can make your bed or not make your bed. I don't care. But you're in my house. You make your bed. You're in my house. You do it up to my expectations. So I want her to understand that when she has a job and when she is somebody's employee, that they're going to have expectations and she's going to be expected to meet those. you're doing your children a disservice if you're not giving them tasks and chores to do, and if you're not helping them to become responsible adults. Age of children. So we talked about when to start chores, and as far as I'm concerned, right away. Things change a little bit in the teenage years. These are things sometimes like, you're working out of the house or you're able to go somewhere or whatever. There's expectations. So as that time comes for me, Kendall's going to know this is what needs to be done. This is mommy's expectations when she gets home. These are the expectations when daddy gets home. These things need to be done before we go out and we play with our friends, before we do this or that and the other thing. And no chores are skipped unless there's an okay from me or from daddy. If she wants to go to the park with her friends, she has to do her chores first. Now, if Emma calls and says, can Kendall have a play date tomorrow? Absolutely. She can. And I'm going to say yes every single time. She can do her chores another day. She still has to do her daily tasks, right? So she still has to make her bed and stuff like that. But the other chores, she can put that off and do that at another time. I want her to still have her childhood. It's just, these are some things that, and, I've seen it before. Kids will say, Mom, I really don't feel good today. I just don't want to do it. Well, you know what? That's okay. There's times where you're sick, and as an adult, you're sick. That's okay. So there's some leniency there as far as that goes, obviously. Let's see here. Oh, the consequences. So I've been asked many times, what are consequences that we use and what are ones that I think that you should use for your kids? That honestly is going to go by each child. You know your child. You know what they really like. You know what's going to hurt if you take it away. Or you can go with privileges. So I've done it both ways. Kendall has a thing in her room. It's got popsicle sticks in it. And when she does her tasks for the week, then she gets to pick a popsicle stick and it has things on it. Go to the zoo, whatever. So she can pick one of those. That's a week. Or she can pick from her bin. So she's got a bin, so she can pick from there. She also does get consequences. So if she doesn't do something up to our standards and expectations or do what she's told when she's told to do it, there are consequences. She doesn't earn the iPad. So that's something, we don't just take it away. She has to earn it, right? So she can have the iPad for an hour, but she has to have already done her stuff and up to our expectations. Now, if for some reason I'm not home and she starts watching it, then she loses it if she's not done something properly. That's for her. That's the biggest thing is television and the iPad and playing. So I'll take playing away. For your kid, it might be gaming. It might be books. So that's another thing with Kendall. She's huge into reading. You can't read at night. You can do your devotions and you can talk to Jesus. But you're not going to be able to read tonight because you didn't do your chores up to your expectations and up to our expectations. So let's see here. And we set every rule up front. Kendall has done this since the Dawn's age, so she knows. She knows what our expectations are. She knows what she needs to do. And we do. We go and check and we walk her through it. And there's a lot of times where, oh, I forgot to do that. Okay, let's take care of it now, that kind of stuff. It's just really trying to get your kids to understand that there are rules, guidelines, expectations, consequences, privileges that are going to happen in the real world and that do happen. They happen at school and they happen in your workplace. And we need to raise kids. We need to raise kids that are going to be great adults, right? And we can't just be their friends. We have to be their parents and teach them and guide them and love on them. Another thing Kendall does every night is, and this I still do print out for her. So she does her devotions. We do devotions together, but she does have her own little devotion time with God. And so it's just got, applications, prayer study, things like that in here. I don't want to go to the ones where she's written in, but it talks about her time with God and stuff like that. So for us, that's very important. So it's just, what works for you, right? So what works for you. And that is going to be all on this. video. If you guys have any questions, put them down below and I will try my hardest to answer them. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.